Hey guys, welcome to our next episode of Dr. T Spills the Tea. And something that's been on my mind is this whole retinol challenge. So one thing that's happened with COVID is we have a lot of time at home, and suddenly it's become kind of this little movement that I'm not really a big fan of, that you stay home, peel your face off. Since you're home, it doesn't matter, and you see how chips fall as they may afterwards. That's not how skin works. I want you guys to be super careful and discerning about what you do to your face, especially when it's at home, because you may not have the luxury of getting medical attention if you need it. Now, because I have a functional dermatology practice, I do see the outcome sometimes of people pushing their skin too hard, using too much retinol, doing the 10 pumps twice a day situation, whatever you might be doing, whatever or whoever you might be following, when it might not be the best idea because suddenly we have to fix it. Now here's the deal, here's the skinny on the retinol challenge. We know retinols are a great ingredient. They can be very useful for many skin types. It is probably one of the most useful anti-aging ingredients out there. But you have to ask yourself, is it the right time? Do you have the right skin? And are you doing it properly? And are there alternatives that don't require you to peel and slough and have a big burnt face? And the answer is yes, there is. So let's talk about it. Are you the right patient? Well, if you have certain skin types, for example, if you have rosacea, which is extremely common in Caucasian populations, you want to be careful about using too much retinol. It will aggravate your rosacea, and whatever inflammation, scaling, crusting you'll have will be that much more magnified. So I've had to put out a few fires with a few patients who've used too much retinol from that front. Then comes the time. Once you start getting too much sun outside, once you start having a lot of heat outside, well, geez, you may not want to push yourself towards a retinol challenge because suddenly you have skin that's lost its outer barrier, doesn't have any of that protection that you get from the outer layer of pigment that's suddenly sloughing off as well. And boom, you throw in sun, boom, you throw in heat, and you're actually cooking your skin a bit more than you realize. And the ultimate result of that is get more pigmentation, more sun damage, and more aging. So be careful about that. Lastly, are you doing it right? The question about doing a retinol challenge and doing it right, well, go slowly and go in steps. That retinol's in a jar, it's not going to run away on you. The last thing you want to do is overuse it and have regrets that you may have used it too much. So skin needs to be conditioned in the end when you want to use a retinol. So people who are first start using retinols, we try to use either lower potency retinols for a short contact. Sometimes I say keep it in the fridge. Sometimes I say mix it 1-to-1 with a moisturizer. Sometimes I'll say put it on for 20 minutes and then wash it off for the first week. Then an hour. Then the next week you might leave it on for an hour or two and then you wash it off. And then you might leave it on overnight. Whatever the case, you need to condition yourself. Now some of these clinics have really great spokespeople who have amazing and beautiful skin because they've been doing lasers all their lives. They're using retinols anyway. So when they do a retinol challenge, some of them don't even peel. That's how good their skin is. But that's not where you may be. So make sure you're doing things carefully and make sure you're doing things supervised. Now, to end, you might say, well, what can I do if I'm kind of worried about doing a retinol challenge, but I want to have that beautiful skin? There are no peel options. So the idea behind a no peel is without peeling, you're trying to do something to stimulate collagen, have the benefits of a peel, and get that glow, get that youth, reverse some of the sun damage. And we'd love to guide you through that. We're going to have a link somewhere, hopefully, either below or up above, where you can find out how to do a no peel. Join us on that journey. And of course, if a retinol journey is part of your path, make sure you check out whether it's correct for you with a skincare expert. Thanks very much for joining us on this episode of Dr. T Spills the Tea.